Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have been around for any length of time, you will know that I'm very much a doer. I'm always doing things, I'm always getting things done, and I have been asked by a few people to do a video on motivation, and that is what today's video is going to be about. I have a few tips and ideas to share. They're in no particular order, but these are just some of the things that help me to get motivated and stay motivated and achieve things rather than just talk about them or plan them. By the way, if you hear strange sounds in the background, that is Grant crutching about. I have not been alone since he broke his foot, and I won't be alone until the end of April when he goes back to work, so just ignore any strange sounds that you hear. The first thing I want to say about motivation is so many of us wait to feel motivated to do something. Like, I want to work out, but I really need to feel motivated before I start doing that, or whatever your thing is that you're waiting to feel motivated about. And here's the thing. Motivation doesn't just happen. It very seldom happens just out of the blue, and if you're sitting around waiting to feel motivated before you do anything, you're going to get very little accomplished. You actually just have to put on your big girl panties and do it. Just do the thing that you want to do, and the motivation will come later. We also kind of sometimes feel entitled to that motivation, that, you know, we almost feel like we need it to be able to start doing something, and you really don't. Well, if you do, you have a problem, because like I said, it's not always going to happen. You just have to make yourself do it. That's called self-discipline, and it's part of being a grown-up. One of the things that does help you to just make yourself do the thing that you need to do, whether it's housework or working out or saving money or planning for a trip or whatever you need to feel motivated about, just everyday chores maybe, is to remember your why. If it's working out, why do you want to work out? Remember that why. If it's doing your housework, why do you want to get your housework done? Whatever your thing is that you want to do, remember why you want to do it, and that can help you just to get going and do it, even if you're not feeling super motivated and pumped to actually go and do it. A way to generate that motivated feeling is to immerse yourself in the thing. Let's talk about housework. Housework is something that most of us don't especially want to do and might not feel motivated to do, but we have a why. We want a clean house, we want a hygienic house, but you still don't kind of feel like you want to get up and go and do it. You can watch YouTube cleaning videos, like it's a thing, you know, watching speed cleaning. It makes you feel motivated. Maybe the first one won't, but watch a couple, and that can generate that feeling of being motivated to do the thing. If you are wanting to exercise, then watch exercise videos or read exercise blogs, or kind of look up articles about it and learn more about how it benefits you, and immersing yourself in the topic can make you feel more motivated to go and do the thing. A really important tip that I want to share with you is change how you talk to yourself. If you say, oh, I didn't clean the house yesterday, I'm such a loser and a horrible person, is that going to motivate you to want to clean the house today? No, it's not. If your boss spoke to you like that at work, do you think you'd feel motivated to want to work harder? You wouldn't. Speak to yourself kindly. Speak to yourself as if you were your own child or your best friend. If your friend is trying to diet and she like falls off the wagon and says, oh, I'm such a loser, I ate all that pizza and then I followed it up with chocolate because I thought, what's the point? And you say to her, you are such a fat loser, I can't believe you did that. What a waste of space. Why are you even bothering to try? Like, would you ever speak to your best friend like that? Of course you wouldn't. So why do we speak to ourselves like that? It's so unnecessary, and it is so important to change how you speak to yourself. Be kind to yourself, be supportive to yourself, and it's so much easier to be motivated to do the things that you want to do if you're actually being supportive of yourself. And I feel really strongly about that. That just goes for everything. That's not just about motivation. Speak kindly to yourselves, please. I beg of you, change your internal dialogue to be kind. Along with that, give yourself credit. Yeah, maybe you had a to-do list of 20 things to do yesterday and you got 5 done, and now you're feeling like you've accomplished nothing. First of all, a to-do list of 20 things to do in one day is unrealistic, so don't set those kind of goals for yourself because you're probably going to fail. But give yourself credit for the 5 things you achieved. Really, even if you achieved one thing, give yourself credit, give yourself a pat on the back and say, hey, you know, I did that. If you're wanting to start working out more and all you managed was a walk once that week, hey, guess what? That was once more than you did the week before. Give yourself the credit. Be proud of yourself for your accomplishments, every little thing you do, and then build on that. Try and focus on your successes rather than what you perceive to be failures. Another tip is to procrastinate. And I'm not talking about procrastinating the work, I'm talking about procrastinating your leisure. So instead of going, I'm just going to watch 2 more YouTube videos and then I'm going to go and clean the house, tell yourself, I'm going to quickly clean the house and then I get to watch YouTube videos. So save it as a reward, your leisure time, rather than using it to procrastinate actually doing the thing. Especially if the thing is something you don't want to do, just get it done, get it out of the way, and then you can enjoy your leisure time that much more. But be careful with rewards. If you're using rewards to motivate yourself, it's a very, very fine line to tread, because it can feel like a punishment if you withhold in that reward. It can feel like, well, you didn't do well enough, so you don't get this thing. So be careful with rewards. Set your goals realistically so they're easily achievable, like 1 or 2 tasks, and then give yourself a reward, but do it in the correct spirit. Not like, you don't get this until you've done such and such, but rather, hey, well done for doing such and such, now you get this treat. Another way to motivate yourself is to link the thing that you want to do with something that you enjoy. And I talked briefly about this in my laundry tips and tricks video, which I will link over here. Link the thing that you don't want to do with something that you do want to do. So if you don't enjoy laundry, as I talked about in that video, maybe do it while you're watching a show that you enjoy on Netflix. If you don't want to clean your bathroom, then maybe have a Skype call with a friend while you're cleaning the bathroom, so it's just like a social visit. Link the thing that you don't want to do with something you enjoy, and the thing you don't want to do becomes more enjoyable. Exercise with a friend, for example, or whatever. You can fill in the blank. Whatever you enjoy, link it to what you're trying to get motivated to do. And then the last point that I wanted to talk about, I think, is probably one of the most important, and that is address your physical and mental health. If you're eating all the crap, you're going to feel like crap, and I promise you, you're not going to feel like doing anything. If you are fueling yourself with coffee and sugar and processed foods, you are going to feel like utter crap, and you're not going to want to do anything. You are not going to feel motivated to even do the things you enjoy. You're going to feel sluggish, you're going to be fighting against your body, you're going to be dragging yourself through life. So address your physical health, look after your body, and it's going to want to serve you better. You're going to have more energy, you're going to feel more motivated to do things. And along with that comes look after your mental health. It is so important. There are links with dopamine and motivation. You know, there's science behind it. If you're looking after your mental health and your physical health, you're going to feel so much more on top of your game, and I promise you, you will feel more motivated and more able to tackle the goals that you've set and the things that you want to do. That has been the biggest game changer for me, is getting healthy and looking after myself. And getting enough sleep goes along with that. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to be tired. When you're tired, you're not motivated to do anything except for rest. Your body wants rest because you're tired. So work with your body instead of against it. Get it on your team, nurture it, look after it, love it, mentally, physically, and it's going to want to serve you better, and you're going to feel more motivated to do the things. I don't consider myself the most motivated person. I know people who are much more self-disciplined and motivated than I am, but these are things that have helped me. At the moment, I'm struggling with an autoimmune flare. I've been pretty unwell for probably over 2 weeks now. I'm not sleeping, and I'm really not feeling well, and so I don't want to do anything. And sometimes when I have a flare, it just affects me physically, and sometimes it affects me mentally as well. And at the moment, it's really affecting me mentally, and I'm feeling really down and blue and very, very unmotivated to do anything. And that's frustrating because that's not me, that's not who I am. But I have found it really beneficial to do what my first tip was and make myself do the things. Yes, I'm tired, yes, I'm unmotivated, and it's taking every single ounce of strength and energy that I possess to force myself to do the things that I need to do. But it's so worth it, because along comes that feeling of accomplishment and that feeling of self-worth because you've achieved something. And yeah, I don't feel great, but I feel better mentally and emotionally for getting things accomplished. And even if you don't, hey, at least the things got done. So when you watch our videos and you see all our projects and you see that we're always busy doing things and getting loads done, please know that that doesn't always come naturally, and that's not always easy, but it's so worth it to just push forward and do what you need to do. I remember when Daniel was a preschooler and just starting school, and Noah was a toddler, and we lived in this particular house in England. We were in that house for 19 months, and during that time We gutted and renovated the bathroom and the kitchen ourselves. We painted every wall in the house. We replaced all of the floors in the house. We renovated the garden, built a deck, built a cabin, which was going to be my photography studio. We did so much, and people used to say to us, like, how do you get so much done? And I remember thinking, you just do it. If you want things to get done, you do it. Grant would come home from work, we'd have dinner, put the kids to bed, and we'd do stuff. So there's no easy answer, there's no magic trick to make motivation appear. You just have to do the things. I hope some of these other tips that I've shared have been helpful to you and will make a difference to the motivation that you feel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.